the display is beautiful. The display, the colors pop. I love the display on this Steam Deck, y'all. If you never seen how the display look, I'm not gonna say you're missing out. I'm just gonna say it's beautiful. And I don't regret my purchase, man. Like that was it for me. So I said, I have to find something that I don't like about. There is something that's gonna irritate me, that's gonna piss me off. What is it? So I'm gaming. I said, well, in hand is light. That's a plus. It's light just like the PlayStation Portal. In hand, it's light and it feels good, okay? It feels good. The buttons feel good, the triggers. I'm like, man. And then the front-facing speakers. I love that sound just coming at you, man. It's one of a kind. Another thing, like navigating through the Steam Deck was easy. I love the quick settings. You can activate the video stats. You can control the volume. You can control the haptic, the game rumble. It's just so much that this thing can do that I'm still learning. Like I said, I only had it probably in 24 hours now, and I'm loving it. I'm still trying to find something that I don't like. Let's continue. Now, one thing I wish it had was 2 USB inputs. You have one at the top, and I believe at the bottom that's your micro SD slot, but it only have one, and that's fine. That's fine. Let's continue though. I want to touch on the battery life. The battery life is amazing. You could play on this device for long periods of time without charging it. This thing is like a hybrid. Now, I read a lot of bad reviews on the Steam Deck about the battery life. I don't know if that's the other one, but the OLED, the battery life is amazing. I played on this for a long period of time without having to put this thing on the charger, man. So the battery life, you ain't gonna have no problem with the battery life on the go or at home, okay? Another thing I like about this device have 2 track pads. 2 track pads. Now, what amazes me about the left track pad, it works as a D-pad. So on that left one, you can go up, down, left, right. I'm like, oh man. And also these track pads have haptic, okay? Haptic feedback. So whenever you scrolling or you messing with that trackpad, man, you can feel it, the vibration, man. I love it. That's amazing how they put that technology into this device. Oh, and one more thing. This device have desktop mode. Desktop mode. I couldn't believe it, because I'm like, man, I can't do nothing. I can't do YouTube. I can't, and I said, wow, desktop mode. So if it have desktop mode, I can browse the web. What else I can do? It's just a lot more that I want to learn about the Steam Deck. Y'all drop a comment and give your boy some tricks, tips. Man, I would love to know what this thing can do. Another thing, it have buttons on each side. They did a great job with that, man. The button layout in the back of this Steam Deck. Let's talk about a few things that I don't like, that I ran into. I ran into some, a little trouble with this device. Number one, I ran into an issue with the volume. Like when I get into the games, playing videos, it wasn't no volume. And I'm like, man, what the hell? It took me 1 hour to figure it out. So I did some researching and I went to YouTube and I'm trying to figure it out and reading comments on other people's pages. And it was one comment. This person helped me out and I want to give a shout out. I'm gonna, put the information on the screen with the guy's name, but I want to give a shout out to you, man. I don't know, I must have pushed the button and muted the sound, but sound is good, y'all. We good, okay? So we're gonna take that off the list. That's a little issue I had for about an hour, but we're gonna take that off the list. All right. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Another thing I'm worried about, the screen had crashed. And I'm concerned about that, because if it happens again, I might have to send this back or get my money back. I was a little worried about that. The screen just went crazy and it froze, man. And I'm concerned about that, y'all. I'm concerned about that. If that happened to any one of y'all out there, y'all let me know. All right, drop a comment. One more thing. The game rumble and the haptic, maybe it's the game rumble. It's weak. I wish it was a little better, like the Lenovo Legion Go. There's settings where you can have it weak, medium, strong. It don't give you options, just on and off on the haptic and the game rumble. But it is what it is on that. We ain't gonna make a big deal out of that. All right.